If you're a man over 60, this video could be one of the most important things you watch this year. Prostate problems often sneak up silently, and the daily choices you're making might be feeding the issue without you even realizing it. Have you been waking up at night to pee? Feeling a weak stream or urgency that's hard to ignore? It's easy to blame aging, but the truth is your daily habits may be quietly fueling prostate inflammation and enlargement. As a doctor who's helped hundreds of men manage their prostate health naturally, I can tell you, age plays a role, yes, but your lifestyle plays a bigger one. In this video, we're going to break down 10 everyday habits that could be making your prostate grow larger, more irritated, and harder to manage. And the number one habit on this list, it's the one most men never suspect, and it's also the most dangerous. Watch until the end, because your comfort, confidence, and even long-term health might just depend on what you learn today. Let's start the countdown. Habit number 10, skipping morning bathroom trips. Sounds harmless, right? But delaying your morning bathroom break can quietly wreak havoc on your prostate. When your bladder fills overnight, pressure builds up, and holding it in when you wake up sends stress down to your prostate, which sits just beneath the bladder. Over time, this can lead to chronic tension in the pelvic region, incomplete bladder emptying, and increased inflammation in the prostate tissue. Men often ignore the first urge in the morning. Maybe they're busy, tired, or just don't feel like getting up. But this habit, when repeated daily, stretches the bladder and fatigues the muscles that control urination. The fix? Start making your morning bathroom trip a priority. It's a small shift, but it reduces strain and gives your prostate a better start to the day. Habit number 9, a diet high in dairy and red meat. While an occasional burger or cheese snack isn't going to hurt, eating red meat and dairy regularly can be a silent trigger for prostate inflammation. Why? These foods are linked to increased levels of insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, a hormone that's been associated with prostate cell growth. They're also high in saturated fats, which promote systemic inflammation, exactly what you don't want near your already sensitive prostate. Swap out some of that meat and cheese for fatty fish like salmon, plant-based proteins, and fiber-rich veggies. A Mediterranean-style diet has been shown to reduce prostate size and lower the risk of prostate cancer. Your plate can either protect your prostate or provoke it. Choose wisely. Habit number 8, chronic stress and bottled up emotions. You might not think stress impacts your prostate, but your nervous system says otherwise. Chronic stress causes tension in the pelvic floor muscles, which surround the prostate. This tension can lead to a condition called chronic pelvic pain syndrome, often mistaken for prostate issues. Additionally, long-term stress floods the body with cortisol, which disrupts hormone balance and triggers inflammation. Both of these can fuel prostate enlargement. And let's not forget, stress can affect sleep, digestion, and immune function, which all play indirect roles in prostate health. What helps? Daily relaxation habits. Deep breathing, gentle stretching, meditation, a 10-minute walk after dinner. Your mind and prostate are more connected than you think. Habit number 7, overusing painkillers or cold medications. Over-the-counter drugs like antihistamines, decongestants, and some painkillers may seem harmless, but they can make urination more difficult and irritate the prostate. How? They tighten muscles in the bladder neck and reduce bladder contractions, making it harder to fully empty. That leftover urine keeps irritating your system and can increase the risk of infection and swelling. If you're taking these medications regularly, talk to your doctor about safer alternatives, especially if you have urinary symptoms. And always stay hydrated when using any medication. Your prostate will thank you. Habit number 6, lack of physical activity, especially pelvic exercises. General exercise is fantastic for your health. But did you know your prostate has its own personal support system? It's called your pelvic floor, and it weakens as you age. When these muscles get lazy, your bladder control decreases and pressure builds in the prostate region. That's where Kegel exercises come in. Yes, Kegels aren't just for women. A few minutes a day of targeted pelvic floor exercises can improve bladder control, reduce prostate stress, and even improve sexual health. Add gentle walking, light stretching, and core strengthening to keep circulation flowing to the pelvis and inflammation out. Movement isn't just good for your heart, it's essential for your prostate too. Habit number 5, ignoring your body's signals at night. Let's talk about something almost every man over 60 deals with, but few want to admit: waking up at night with the urge to urinate. It might happen once, maybe twice. For some, it's 3 or 4 times a night. And what do most men do when it strikes? They try to ignore it, they roll over, they wait. They hope the urge will pass so they can stay in bed. But here's what's happening inside your body when you do that. When your bladder is full, it presses against the prostate. And if your prostate is already slightly enlarged or inflamed, that pressure only makes things worse. Delaying urination at night keeps the bladder under constant tension, and it creates a backup effect that affects the entire urinary system. The result? Your bladder muscles fatigue. You risk incomplete emptying. Residual urine stays behind, creating a perfect environment for bacteria and inflammation. What's more, ignoring the urge causes fragmented sleep, and sleep is when your body releases healing hormones, balances testosterone, and reduces inflammation. So if you're tossing and turning, fighting the urge to pee, and missing deep sleep, you're harming your prostate in more ways than one. And let's not forget the long-term consequences. Chronic nighttime retention can increase the risk of urinary tract infections, bladder stones, and even more significant prostate swelling over time. The solution isn't complicated, but it does require consistency. 1. Stop drinking fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. This gives your body time to process and flush urine before sleep. 2. Always empty your bladder completely before bedtime. Take your time. Don't rush. 3. When you feel the urge at night, go, even if it's 2 a.m. Even if you're cozy under the covers, the sooner you respond, the less strain you put on your system. 4th, practice double voiding. After you urinate, wait a few seconds, then try again. This helps clear any leftover urine that might irritate your bladder later. And finally, if you're waking up more than twice a night for weeks at a time, don't ignore that pattern. Talk to your doctor. It may be an early sign of BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, which can be managed naturally or with medical guidance if caught early. Your prostate isn't trying to ruin your sleep. It's trying to get your attention. Habit number 4, skipping regular health screenings. Let's be honest, many men avoid going to the doctor until something feels wrong. But when it comes to your prostate, that can be a costly mistake. Prostate enlargement, or BPH, often develops silently, without obvious symptoms in the early stages. By the time you feel something's off, like frequent urination, a weak stream, or that constant feeling you haven't fully emptied your bladder, your prostate may already be significantly enlarged. And here's the problem. Waiting until there's a problem means you're already behind. Regular checkups, especially after age 60, are your best early defense. A simple prostate exam or a PSA blood test, prostate-specific antigen, can help catch changes in size or behavior early, before symptoms disrupt your life. And if there's anything abnormal, your doctor can help you take action while it's still manageable. Some men worry that screenings are uncomfortable or unnecessary. But think of it this way. Just like you get your car checked to prevent major issues, your body needs the same routine care. Would you rather fix a small issue now or deal with a bigger one later? Another bonus? Health screenings don't just catch prostate issues. They can also identify related problems like bladder infections, kidney strain, or even early signs of cancer. It's a package deal for your long-term health. So make it a priority to visit your doctor at least once a year. Get your PSA levels checked regularly. Discuss any new symptoms, even if they seem minor. Stay informed and proactive. Don't let fear or procrastination put your health on hold. The earlier you act, the better your chances of staying healthy, independent, and in control. Habit number 3, carrying too much belly fat. When most men think about prostate health, they don't automatically think of belly fat. But that stubborn weight around your midsection could be silently fueling prostate enlargement. Here's how it works. Excess abdominal fat isn't just stored energy. It's active tissue that releases inflammatory chemicals into your body. These chemicals, called cytokines, increase overall inflammation and can irritate your prostate over time. Belly fat also messes with your hormonal balance. It lowers testosterone levels and raises estrogen levels, both of which can encourage prostate tissue to grow larger than it should. This hormonal imbalance is a major risk factor for BPH. And that's not all. Too much belly fat is also tied to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome, conditions that further increase your risk of prostate problems and urinary issues. So, what can you do? Start by cutting back on sugar and processed carbs. They're the top contributors to abdominal weight. Incorporate regular physical activity like walking, swimming, or even light strength training. You don't need to hit the gym every day, but consistency is key. Eat more fiber. Vegetables, fruits, and whole grains not only help you lose fat, but also support hormone health and digestion. Get enough quality sleep, because poor sleep increases cravings and slows metabolism. The goal isn't to chase six-pack abs. It's to reduce the pressure and inflammation on your prostate by trimming excess belly fat. Even a 5 to 10% drop in your body weight can lead to noticeable improvements in urinary symptoms and prostate size. So look in the mirror, not for vanity, but for vitality. That belly fat isn't just sitting there, it's working against you. And the good news? You can take control starting today. Habit number 2, not managing chronic stress. Stress may seem like just a mental or emotional issue, but it has very real, very physical consequences, especially for your prostate. When you're constantly stressed, your body stays in fight or flight mode, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are meant to help in emergencies, but when they're elevated over time, they wreak havoc on your internal systems. Chronic stress contributes to inflammation, weakens the immune system, disrupts your hormones, and raises blood pressure. And all of these things directly affect your prostate. Specifically, stress can cause the pelvic muscles around the prostate and bladder to tense up, leading to urinary urgency, pain, or incomplete emptying. And if you already have an enlarged prostate, stress makes it harder for your body to cope and heal. Think about it. Have you ever noticed your symptoms get worse when you're anxious, angry, or overwhelmed? That's not a coincidence. But here's the silver lining. Stress is manageable. You don't need to meditate on a mountaintop or become a monk. Start small. Try deep breathing exercises for 5 minutes a day. Take short walks outdoors to clear your mind. Practice gratitude, journaling, or prayer, whatever calms your nervous system. Cut back on news or social media if it's constantly stressing you out. Talk to someone, a friend, a therapist, even your doctor. Managing stress isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And your prostate will respond positively when your mind and body are in sync. So, don't carry the weight of the world alone. Make peace a daily habit, and your body will thank you. Habit number 1, ignoring sleep and rest. You might not expect it, but your nightly routine, what time you go to bed, how deeply you sleep, and whether you give your body time to recharge, could be the most powerful habit impacting your prostate. Sleep is when your body repairs, detoxifies, and balances hormones. If you're cutting your rest short, whether from late night screen time, frequent bathroom trips, or just poor sleep quality, your prostate could be suffering. Men who get less than 6 hours of quality sleep per night are significantly more likely to develop BPH and experience worse urinary symptoms. Here's why. 1. Poor sleep raises cortisol, your stress hormone, which fuels inflammation. 2. It disrupts melatonin, a hormone that doesn't just help with sleep, it also supports immune function and slows abnormal cell growth. 3. And it throws off your body's production of testosterone, a hormone essential for maintaining a healthy prostate. Even if you're going to bed early, frequent waking, especially to urinate, can fragment your sleep and create a cycle. Poor sleep worsens prostate symptoms, and prostate symptoms worsen sleep. So, how do you fix this? Stick to a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the late afternoon and evening. Turn off screens an hour before bed to reduce blue light exposure. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Try magnesium supplements or calming teas like chamomile to help you relax naturally. And if you're waking up often to pee, speak to your doctor. It could be related to prostate swelling that's treatable. Think of sleep as medicine, free, powerful, and essential. You can take all the right supplements, eat the perfect diet, and exercise daily. But without proper rest, your body never gets the chance to heal. So guard your sleep like your health depends on it, because it does. A well-rested man is a healthier man, and your prostate will feel the difference. If you made it this far, it means you're serious about your health, and that matters. The truth is, most men don't talk about prostate health until it's too late. They ignore the signs, normalize the discomfort, and silently live with symptoms that slowly chip away at their energy, confidence, and freedom. But you're choosing a different path. because the most powerful form of self-respect is self-care, and that starts with awareness. Now, you know the 10 silent habits that can enlarge your prostate without warning. And more importantly, you now understand that change doesn't require perfection. It just takes consistency, small steps, and the willingness to listen to your body. Every positive shift you make, whether it's drinking more water, managing your stress, or simply going to bed earlier, sends a clear message to your body. I'm not giving up. I'm in this for the long run. And that mindset, that's what leads to real transformation, not just for your prostate, but for your entire life. So here's your next step. Start by choosing just one of these habits to improve this week. Whether it's cutting back on processed foods, moving your body, or scheduling that long overdue health checkup, just begin. Then, leave a comment below and tell us which of these 10 habits surprised you the most. Your story could help another man take his first step too. And if you found this video helpful, please take a second to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life might change because you passed this along. This channel is here to support you every step of the way, with real, honest conversations about aging, health, and staying strong well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So keep showing up, keep learning, and most of all, keep believing that it's never too late to reclaim your health, your confidence, and your peace of mind. Until next time, stay well and live with strength, purpose, and grace.